Did you know the first church business meeting was a 3-week summit where Jesus refused to attend, forcing his followers to learn to lead without him? Please stay with me until the end and know how Yeshua and John's apostles learned to work together. In early October, a chance meeting in a village market led to a historic 3-week summit. Philip and other apostles, while buying food, ran into some of the newly appointed 12 apostles of John the Baptist. This encounter resulted in both groups, all 24 men, agreeing to hold a joint conference at the Gilboa camp. Jesus was present for the first week, but then did something unexpected. The groups wanted him to lead their meetings, but he refused. He spoke to them only 3 times, giving talks on sympathy, cooperation, and tolerance. Then, he announced he was leaving for 2 weeks. He explained his reason clearly. "I am concerned only with your personal and purely religious problems. But when you enter upon the coordination of divergent human interpretations, you are destined to solve all such problems by your own decisions." He was teaching them to lead. He promised to support their united decisions, then left, and no one knew where he went. Alone, the 24 men had to figure things out. They were unsettled at first, but began their work. They made several major decisions. 1. The Lord's Prayer. They unanimously agreed to adopt the prayer Jesus taught as the standard prayer for all believers. 2. A joint schedule. They decided to hold joint meetings every 3 months for as long as John lived. 3. The baptism compromised the biggest issue. They agreed that only John's apostles would baptize, and only Jesus' apostles would give final teaching to new disciples. To make this work, 2 of John's apostles would travel with Jesus' group to perform baptisms. Plan for John's death, they agreed that if John died, his apostles would join Jesus and only baptize with his permission. They also decided that after John's death, Jesus' apostles would begin baptizing with water as a symbol of the Spirit's baptism. This was the first attempt by Jesus' followers to organize, compromise, and make practical rules for their growing movement. For 2 weeks, they learned to debate, disagree, pray, and find solutions without Jesus there to guide them. They learned the hard but necessary skills of leadership, tolerance, compromise, and seeing another's viewpoint. When Jesus returned at the very end, he listened to their conclusions and simply said, "These then are your conclusions, and I shall help you each to carry out the spirit of your united decisions." He honored their growth and their agreement. This new unity lasted for the next 2.5 months, with both groups working together in the Decapolis region, until John the Baptist was executed and the camp disbanded. The disciples had to learn tolerance and compromise to unite. When have you had to practice tolerance for honest opinions that differed from your own in your faith journey? Share your experience briefly below. I would love to hear it. Appreciate your time walking with me. Take care always, and God bless.